lot of clients come into our office and ask us, I just became a U.S. citizen, or I've been a citizen for a long time, and I would like to sponsor my husband or my wife for a green card. How does that work? Well, we typically walk them through the process, explain to them exactly what's going to happen, and here's how it works. First, we meet with the client and we have a questionnaire that we go over. We get a lot of background data about them, about their parents, about their family, both the U.S. citizen and the non-citizen. We ask them about where they've lived, what jobs they've had. This is all the kind of information that USCIS wants when they're making the decision as to whether or not to give someone a green card. And after we go over the questionnaire, we fill out the forms and we bring them back for signature. The client pays the visa fee and the adjustment of status fee, and we get everything in order. We have a list of documents that the client needs to gather before we submit it, so that we submit the strongest package possible. We don't want to have to be scrambling for documents either right at the last minute or when the Immigration Service asks us for more documents because we didn't submit everything right the first time. So our job is to really streamline the process and to make it as simple on our clients as possible. There's many forms that have to be filled out, and some of these are sort of complicated. So we get the documents together, we meet with the client for signature, we submit the package, and about 10 days later we usually get a receipt notice from USCIS. And about a week after that, the client is scheduled for a biometrics interview. That is, the non-citizen is scheduled for biometrics, which are fingerprints and photographs, so that a background check can be performed by USCIS, by the FBI, and whatever other agencies are involved in that process. After the biometrics are completed, typically there's a wait of a couple months, and the clients are then scheduled for an interview. Now, at the time of the interview, we usually have about 6 weeks notice for the interview. So we'll bring the client in a couple weeks ahead of time, and we'll do some role playing. We'll go over the way that the interview happens. We'll explain to them where they need to go, what time they need to be there, and what are the kinds of questions that they can be expected to hear. And typically those track the forms that are filled out. Sometimes the examining officers will go beyond the forms if there's an issue that interests them. If the person has any kind of criminal history, they want to go over that. You see sometimes in the movies that the couples are separated and asked if they both have knowledge about what color the bed covers are or what the spouse's toothbrush flavor is, but we haven't really seen that much. That happens every now and then, but typically the couple is interviewed together. It's a pretty straightforward process and usually takes about a half hour. Now, in order to prepare for that interview, we will go over each of the questions, we'll spot issues, and it's when you have an immigration attorney helping you, it's really important because they've been through many of these interviews, and we do these probably 3 or 4 a month, and we do a lot of working with immigration to make sure that the process is streamlined. So, if you need help with getting a spouse visa for your husband or your wife, this is something we do on a regular basis. We meet with people, we explain the process. We hope this video helped explain it to you today. So give us a call at the Hacking Law Practice on our 188 number, or feel free to contact us online on our contact form. Thanks for visiting the site, and we'll see you soon.